Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about days 12, 13, and 14 of our nap training. Honestly, the days have been pretty consistent. Colton has been having his 4 naps a day, and they've all been about 30 minutes long. We have a couple of naps that have been 40 minutes long. On day 12, the first nap of the day he had was 40 minutes long, and then 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and a 20-minute nap. So he had 5 naps that day because he was up earlier than normal, which wasn't bad. He had all of his naps and they were all around a half an hour long. On day 13, his first nap was 35 minutes long. His second one was 25 minutes, and 30 minutes. And he's staying awake typically for an hour and 40 minutes to 2 hours in between his naps. Day 14, today was a little bit rocky. We kind of, our last 2 naps weren't great. His first nap was 35 minutes, his second nap was 30 minutes. But then his third nap, he only slept for about 10 minutes and then was up, and then an hour later it seemed like he was tired again. And so we did the whole nap routine and went upstairs, and I was kind of hoping this was going to be a repeat of day 11 where he wasn't up for very long and then he laid down and had a super big nap, but it didn't happen. He didn't end up going to sleep at all, so he came back down, and he ended up having a 4th nap again, and it was only 20 minutes. So all in all, it's kind of like he skipped a nap, right? His 3rd nap was 10 minutes, his 4th nap was 20 minutes, and typically they're all a half an hour. Though I have been noticing that his last nap of the day in the last few days has been 20 minutes. So I see this as a great sign. All of these things I see as a great sign. One, that we have kind of our steady routine down. He's not really resisting the naps anymore and having those little 1 to 5 minute naps where he just pops back up and that was it. Also, he has pooped the last 3 days in a row, which to me is a huge deal because that tells me that it's becoming more routine and regular for him. It's not as stressful as it was in the beginning where he was going a couple of days without pooping. So that's another really great sign. And we've been more consistent. I know today wasn't great with our last 2 naps, like I said, but the last 4 days he really has been pretty consistent. I've been pretty consistent as well in what we're doing. I really feel like I have that nap routine is down pat now. A routine on our way to a nap is that I just sing him a song. Silly little song I made up when my daughter was a baby, and I sing it to him sometimes 5 times in a row, sometimes 20 times in a row. However many times it takes until I feel I have him at that point where he's drowsy enough to lay him down, and he'll be asleep within 5 minutes or so, but that he's not too tired and I'm just laying him down asleep. And that's going to take some tweaking. Your routine is definitely going to take some tweaking. I found that what I was initially doing in the first week, we were coming upstairs and I was reading him a short story first. It was just stimulating him more. And then even as I was singing to him, I was walking around his room, and that was stimulating me even more. So now I just sing the song and I just stand in one spot generally and just kind of lightly sway back and forth, and I sing it really low and slow and just try to have that whole calming tone. So it may take some time to tweak your nap routine as well as your night routine, but I think the key is to just keep it simple. You want them to go to sleep, not to be stimulated and get stimulated on their way to sleep and kind of wake them up a little bit more. So from here, I think I'm just going to do kind of like a weekly update because I feel now that we're just kind of doing the same video over and over again. So we'll take it a week at a time, or just whenever there's a change, whenever there's progress, or whenever we hit a roadblock. So if you enjoyed these videos, please give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy having conversations like these, then consider subscribing. Thanks.